Welcome to AnimeFan Narrations, Solo Leveling, Episode 28, Chapter 78.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
After Jinwoo sat down, Go Gunhee followed suit. The first thing that caught Jinwoo's attention was the golden badge pinned to Go Gunhee's suit. A member of the National Assembly and the president of the Hunter Association?
And an S-rank awakened being.
Go Gunhee was not someone just anyone could meet, including national politicians and even foreign dignitaries. The list of people waiting to meet him was staggeringly long. This made Jinwoo even more curious. Why had someone like Go Gunhee sought him out so urgently?
Now that I think about it, Choi Jung-in too.
The two people he had encountered today were truly worthy of being called the best in their fields. And yet, Jinwoo wasn't even officially an S-rank hunter yet. As if reading his thoughts, Go Gunhee spoke.
Congratulations on becoming an S-rank hunter.
Jinwoo was puzzled.
But I still need to undergo the remeasurement.
Go Gunhee shook his head.
The remeasurement doesn't really matter.
Sir?
Seeing Jinwoo's confusion, Go Gunhee continued with a gentle smile.
The truth is, the so-called accurate measuring device is only used to break down your results. It can't measure any more magic power than our regular machines.
Then why?
Why did we come up with something like a remeasurement?
Exactly. If the results were going to be identical, why would the association complicate things with a fake remeasurement? Go Gunhee's answer was simple.
It's to buy us some time.
By time?
Before Jinwoo could inquire further, Go Gunhee, slightly sheepish, explained.
A bit of time we could use to be the first to speak with individuals like Hunter Sung Jinwoo Nim.
Jinwoo completely grasped what the association president meant.
As you're aware, given the size of our organization, the association doesn't have many exceptional hunters like Chief Woo Jinchul.
Jinwoo understood the reason behind this.
Because of the large guilds.
Naturally, Jinwoo nodded.
The large guilds can offer tremendous amounts of money and fame. Compared to that, who would choose to work for us at the association?
The salaries offered to association hunters weren't exactly low, but in comparison to the sums provided by the big guilds, they seemed insignificant. The same applied to fame.
People might recognize the names of the top-rating members of large guilds, but no one knows who our Chief Woo Jinchul is.
At the mention of primary rating members, Jinwoo recalled Kim Cheol. The sense stat had many applications, one of which was assessing the abilities of others. Right now, Jinwoo could tell that Woo Jincheol was a level above Kim Cheol.
They're both A-rankers, but their levels are different.
Jinwoo glanced over at the HSD chief. As if slightly embarrassed by the president's praise and Jinwoo's attention, the man stood with his head lowered.
But
if Kim Cheol had been able to continue working as a hunter, he would have made far more money than Woo Jincheol. Not to mention being much more famous. That was the stark difference between an association hunter and a guild hunter.
And so, we devised a small tactic for when a powerful awakened being emerges at the association.
And that tactic is the remeasurement?
when I think about it,
Once the results became official, they would send shockwaves across the nation. Once the news spread, it would be difficult for the association to meet with him like this again. It was a well-thought-out strategy.
Let me be direct.
Suddenly, the smile vanished from the association president's face.
We aren't a business, so we can't offer you a large sum of money. However,
Go Gunhee reached into his suit pocket and pulled something out, keeping it hidden in his closed hand.
we can support you in other ways.
what do you mean?
I'm talking about helping Hunter Sung Jinwoo Nim grow in different areas.
He opened his hand, revealing the golden badge of the National Assembly gleaming in his palm.
He's offering authority?
Still, Jinwoo remained skeptical.
There's something I don't quite understand.
Hmm?
Why go to such lengths to seek me out like this?
It was a reasonable question. Go Gunhee's eyes, fixed on Jinwoo, gleamed with interest.
He's neither intimidated by my status nor swayed by the offer in front of him. Instead, he calmly asked this.
Had he been too hasty? They say patience dwindles with age. Go Gunhee realized how true that was. The older man stifled a chuckle and continued.
You're familiar with the top 5 guilds in our country, right?
Who wouldn't be? Jinwoo nodded.
Right now, these 5 giants are barely maintaining a balance.
In the capital region, you have the Hunters Guild, Baekho, and Grim Reapers. In the provinces, Myeongsung and Knights.
No matter which of these guilds you join, Hunter Nim, that delicate balance will be shattered, and everything will be turned upside down.
Even now, the power and influence of the large guilds were sky high. But if one of them managed to recruit an S-rank hunter and leave the others in the dust, could the association still have any control over that guild? The association was the key holding the balance among the large guilds.
Laws, society, the military, none of those things can restrain the hunters anymore.
Jinwoo had thought something similar in the past. Magic beasts weren't the only threats out there. Hunters could easily become just as dangerous, if not more so, given their immense power.
And that's why the association is so crucial.
Go Gunhee's expression grew intensely serious.
And that association needs someone like Hunter Sung Jinwoo Nim. A person with the kind of immense strength you possess.
The elder's eyes sharpened with focus.
In time, we'll see what kind of person you truly are.
If Sung Jinwoo agreed here and now, Go Gunhee was ready to back him with everything the association had. Such was the worth of an S-rank hunter.
I believe I've made my case.
It had been a long time since the elder felt this level of nervousness and anticipation. With that, Go Gunhee quietly asked,
What is your answer, Hunter Nim?
Solo Leveling, Chapter 79.
It wasn't a bad offer. With Go Gunhee's support, even an ordinary person could swiftly rise to the upper echelons of government. After all, the association president's influence was far-reaching. But for someone who was an S-rank hunter,
I can't even fathom how high I could climb.
Jinwoo pictured himself in a crisp suit, standing confidently beside Go Gunhee in the National Assembly. His heart quickened a bit.
Opportunities like this don't come around often.
The path Go Gunhee was offering wasn't one that just anyone could walk. However, there was something crucial missing from that path.
If I join the association, I won't be able to level up anymore.
The association's hunters didn't participate in raids. Their main role was to deal with other hunters, not magic beasts. Even if they occasionally joined an association raid,
Those raids are limited to D and E rank dungeons that the guilds don't even bother with.
could he spend the rest of his life stuck at a low level without gaining any more experience? No, that was impossible. A powerful resolve welled up inside Jinwoo
I want to grow stronger.
to reach even greater heights, as high as he could possibly go. If he had already hit his limit, it might be a different story, but he knew he hadn't. How could he give that up? Deep down, Jinwoo couldn't.
As long as I can keep leveling up, my growth won't stop.
Compared to the image of himself standing beside Association President Go Gunhee, the thought of continuing his growth made Jinwoo's heart race even more. Go Gunhee noticed the change in Jinwoo as well.
His breathing has quickened. Has he made up his mind?
If only it was the right decision.
No, it has to be the right one.
Considering the time he had left, Go Gunhee felt just as eager as Jinwoo as he waited for the young man's response. Every second felt like an eternity. Finally, Jinwoo spoke.
I'm sorry.
Go Gunhee's expression darkened.
I was sure I saw determination in his eyes just now. Was I mistaken?
The elder couldn't hide his disappointment.
In the end, this is all he amounts to.
He hadn't been lying when he said he wanted to help Jinwoo find a different path. In fact, he had envisioned something even greater.
The first S rank in 2 years.
He had planned to keep the young man by his side, teaching him everything he knew, and if Jinwoo showed promise, he would have made him his successor. A strong force that could uphold the association after his passing. That's what he meant by a different path. Go Gunhee was ready to give everything to the young man. And this was the answer he received.
I must look like a fool.
Go Gunhee put away the badge he was holding and asked with a tone of resignation.
So in the end, is it about money?
Jinwoo responded sharply.
No.
Go Gunhee chuckled inwardly.
Of course you'd say that.
But he knew the truth. People were all the same. Money was what they really cared about. Fame was just a bonus.
Well,
It's in human nature to chase after material wealth. He didn't fault them for it. It was just a bit insulting how they always tried to pretend otherwise.
then why did you turn it down?
Even though he already expected the answer, Go Gunhee asked, he just wanted to see how Jinwoo would respond. However,
Because I want to fight.
Jinwoo's immediate, unhesitant reply hit Go Gunhee like a slap in the face.
What?
No, it felt more like a punch to the gut.
You mean you want to fight magic beasts?
Yes.
Jinwoo didn't offer any unnecessary explanations, simply stating the truth.
I want to go into the gates and wipe out the magic beasts. The place I belong is in the dungeon.
My God.
Go Gunhee's eyes widened. As someone who had risen to the top, he could tell when someone was lying just by looking into their eyes. Such insight was crucial to his success. And as he looked into Jinwoo's eyes now, Go Gunhee realized
Those eyes, they're telling the truth.
his perception of Jinwoo completely shifted.
How long has it been since I felt like this?
When Go Gunhee first awakened, he was already too old to fully harness his newfound power. So instead of battling magic beasts, he sought another way to contribute. He sold his private company to fund the creation of the association, gathered hunters, and used his influence to join the National Assembly to craft laws for them. Yet, despite all his efforts, there was always a lingering disappointment in his heart.
If only I were 20. No, just 10 years younger. I could be fighting alongside men like him.
Go Gunhee placed a hand on his chest. The heart that could have given out at any moment was now pounding vigorously.
To think my heart could still beat like this.
It was a reassuring sound. Meanwhile, Jinwoo was puzzled.
Strange.
He had expected to be brushed aside by the association after refusing the offer. But instead, the association president seemed pleased for some reason.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Jinwoo had said everything he needed to. He stood up from his seat.
My little sister's home alone, so I'll be heading out now.
Thank you for your time.
Go Gunhee also stood up and handed something to Jinwoo.
And take this.
It was a business card.
If you ever need my assistance, don't hesitate to reach out.
Go Gunhee smiled warmly. Jinwoo was right. A powerful hunter belonged in the dungeon. Even though he hadn't succeeded in recruiting Sung Jinwoo as the president of the Hunter Association and a fellow hunter, Go Gunhee wanted to support the young man however he could. And if he were to be a bit more candid,
I really admire this young man's spirit.
But before Jinwoo left, he felt the need to offer some advice. When someone piqued your interest, it often led to a bit of advice.
It's risky to enter a high-level dungeon on your own, so please choose your guild wisely.
After all, your decision will create a significant ripple. Hearing the elder's sincere advice, Jinwoo flashed a brief smile.
Thank you.
Placing the business card into his wallet, Jinwoo politely bid farewell to Go Gunhee and Woo Jinchul before leaving the building.
Thanks for watching Solo Leveling on AnimeFan Narrations. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.